So please welcome to the stage, Asaya.
It's surreal to be up here. 2 days has been quite a build-up to actually be standing up here and offering a different perspective. And actually, I think a perspective that a lot of you will be able to relate to and resonate to. As Anthony just mentioned, I'm an artist and I work with the dreaming and imagery, or the language of imagery. And that's something I've been working with for all my life. And I started working with this, or really allowing this expression to come through, as a way to speak. So I wasn't using words. Actually, when I was a child, I used very little words, and that was just something natural for me. I didn't really feel that I wanted to use the language of words to express what was inside of me. And I found that really the creativity, which of course all of us have when we're children, and we still have now, is the way that I could actually really speak and bring voice to the inner landscape, which is the landscape of dreaming that we all have. And as children, of course, we're naturally in that space. So I really feel that my calling to come and speak and offer an experience today is really based on representing that language, the language of dreaming, and also representing the children of this earth, which usually gets me, I feel that they also need to have a voice. So it's hard for me to say that without tearing up most of the time, because I feel that it's something that we can all relate to. We've all been children, and we have so many children, of course, on this planet that are going through a very, very difficult time because they are in a different world. And I say that in a literal sense, in the sense that we all come into this existence with an intelligence that exists within us, which is really a language of imagination, of the dreaming. And of course, many indigenous peoples of the land, of course, remember this. And that is their medicine, that is the way that they navigate life, that is what guides them, that is what shows them, that is what speaks to them. And I think many of us have forgotten this language. But it's a language that's available to all of us. That's the good news. Because even if you don't remember your dreams, and I'm not talking necessarily about night dreams, even though that's a part of it, we are dreaming all the time. So we have been taught that when we wake up in the morning, then the dream stops. But that part of us keeps moving. We're dreaming every moment. We're dreaming right now. And of course, over the last 2 days, we've all been dreaming together. And that is a beautiful experience, because even though there's been a lot of information, a lot of words that have been used, there is something else that is happening that is invisible and yet very present at the same time. Can anyone relate to this? Is this making any sense? Yeah. So, forgot I've got an extra slide here. Maybe. There we go. So, So I've come here to offer an experience because this language, this dreaming, is a language that exists within us and is something that can be worked with in a conscious way. And that's really when we start to discover the power that is within us. Because when we can work with it in a conscious way, we can start to take charge. Just like when we have a nightmare and we wake up, we may say, oh, that was just a dream. But in fact, that dream has come because it's wanting to get your attention. It's wanting to show you something. It's wanting you to resolve it, but not from the analytical mind where you get your dream dictionary and find the analysis for it. We want to move into the dreaming in a way that is active, that is from the inside out. So of course children are in that natural space where their imagination is informing them. We live in form, so our form informs us. And because we are in shape, we also dream in shape. And when we close our eyes and we turn our senses inwards, we start to see the inner landscape inside of us that is informing us and showing us what is happening right here, right now. And the dreaming lives in the now. It doesn't live in the past or the future. If you're dreaming now, if you have a dream, it's because it's happening right now. So I'm offering an experience today which is part of what is active dreaming, because as I mentioned, we're dreaming all the time. So there's a way that we can bypass the linear mind and we can access the dreaming mind. And through the work and something I've been journeying for many years with an ancient lineage of dreamers, there is a way, a very simple way to do that and have an experience from the inside out. So if you would like to join me with that, then I will guide you into that experience. Through the experience, I will ask you to breathe a certain way, which is simply breathing out, because when we breathe out, we naturally breathe in. So we focus on the outward breath instead of the inward breath. I may ask you to open your eyes and then close your eyes. I'm simply doing that because it's a transition from one exercise to the next. And if you don't like something that you see, change it. Be active in the experience. And this teaching is not coming from the analytical understanding, so that's really the shift. We're moving past that to a place that is deep within us and always has been. So I invite you on the journey, and there's a really beautiful simplicity in this. And I feel that that's really what's being called for many of us, is returning to the simplicity, to what really nourishes us, and bringing the creativity back into our lives. I believe that there's a great dream that's here for all of us, and it's really knowing that that great dream is available, that we can really start to reach for that within ourselves. I believe that we all have a dream within us that is really that great dream. And I feel there may be a common dream that's among all of us. And that's maybe the very dream that's calling us to rise above all the challenges that may present themselves. So just getting comfortable, and we'll go into the guided experience. And just have your back supported, sitting up straight, and just being comfortable, closing your eyes. And simply returning to your natural breath. Simply observing your natural breath. Knowing that when we close our eyes, we can begin to see. We begin to see what naturally unfolds, what is our imagination. So simply observing your natural breath to start with. Not trying to change it in any way. Knowing that when you observe your natural breath, what is not in order tends to return to be in order. Going a little deeper and observing your natural breath. Knowing that when you observe your natural breath, what is not in place tends to return to be in place. Now breathing out slowly 3 times, seeing the numbers in your mind's eye. The number 3, the number 2, and the number 1, tall, clear, and bright. Imagine what is not truly yours. Any projections, false assumptions, inhibitions. See them as an old skin that you begin to peel off and you throw over your left shoulder. Breathing out slowly. Imagine any shame as an old skin that you now peel off and throw over your left shoulder. Breathe out. Imagine any disgust as an old skin that you peel off and throw over your left shoulder. Breathing out slowly. See your new skin as pink and luminous. Breathe out and open your eyes for a moment, seeing your new skin with open eyes for a few moments. And then close your eyes. Breathing out slowly. See the star in your heart. Hear its little palpitation. Recognize how it is sounding as your inner voice.
See and sense the malice of everyday life disappearing by this awareness. Breathing out slowly. See the star in your heart. Imagine you are hearing and seeing any fright becoming light. Breathing out slowly. Open your eyes for a moment and then close your eyes. Imagine your heart amongst the stars. Receiving the stellar light that draws the energy from all the other galaxies. See and feel your heart becoming rejuvenated, refreshed, and strong. Now see your heart is back in your chest. Sense and feel what happens. Breathing out. See, sense and feel a lotus flower right ahead of you, towards the middle forehead, at the level of your third eye. Know the lotus flower is getting bigger and bigger until you sit on it. See, sense and feel that the lotus flower is beginning to move upwards while you are sitting on it. Look down and see the buildings, the trees, all the area around. Go higher and higher until you are between white clouds that are floating near you. Now breathing out slowly and begin to move back down to the room. See, sense and feel that the lotus flower is getting smaller and smaller. And it is moving down to your first energy center at your perineum level. Your first center is shining and it is emanating a pleasant fragrance. See, sense and feel that the lotus flower is moving up towards your navel center. Right there in the middle of your body, behind the belly button. Your navel energy center is shining and is emanating a pleasant fragrance. Now see, sense and feel that the lotus flower is moving up towards your upper heart center. Right there in the middle of the chest. Your heart center is shining and is emanating a pleasant fragrance. Now see, sense and feel that the lotus flower is moving up towards your third eye. Your third eye is shining and it is emanating a pleasant fragrance. See, sense and feel that the lotus flower is moving up towards your crown. Your crown is shining and is emanating a pleasant fragrance. Now see, sense and feel that the lotus flower is getting bigger and bigger. And again, you are sitting on it. Notice, how do you feel now? Then breathing out slowly. And open your eyes for a moment and then close your eyes. Breathing out 3 times. See, feel and know that at the beginning of life, your life, there is a pulsating light. Feel this deep within and know the divinity of its conception. See it taking form. Breathing out slowly. See and feel how this form informs you and sustains every part of your being. Live the power of this pulsating form and know its purpose. Breathing out. See and know how this same pulse moves through all life and connects us to a living language. Know this language as your own and become its conductor. Notice what happens. And how do you feel? Breathing out slowly. See, live, and know an expansion is beginning, shining out from your body, beyond this room, beyond the city, across the land, and across the vast oceans. As it continues to expand, begin to feel yourself growing and becoming very, very tall, and touching the radiant blue sky. Breathe out. See that others too are responding and awakening to this living language. See, feel, and know a great joining is beginning. Live this joining and know its divine purpose. Breathing out slowly. Now return to your natural size. Feel yourself becoming smaller. Hearing the purity of this living language deep within and all around you. Now breathing out slowly 3 times. Imagine a rainbow coming from your lower abdomen, going to all the people you love. See a specific color going to the person you love. Then walk to that person. Breathing out slowly. Tracing the path of light of the rainbow with your feet and hands. Paint a picture of what you want. Now walk this path of light towards this desire. Then breathing out slowly when you're ready, and gently opening your eyes. And may this picture that you've painted for your heart's desire dream into being. Thank you, everyone.